Elon Musk's Cybertruck, once hailed as a revolutionary design, has missed its sales targets by a staggering 84%. What went wrong? Stay tuned as we dive into this and more on today's episode of the Elon Daily News. Welcome to the Elon Daily News. This podcast is created by generative AI. Today is April 4th, 2025, and we're here to bring you the latest updates on Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink. Let's start with Elon Musk's ongoing role in government reform. Vice President J.D. Vance has clarified that Musk will continue to serve as a friend and advisor to the White House, even after his current role with the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, concludes. Despite reports suggesting Musk's departure, Vance emphasized that Musk's work is far from over. As a special government employee, Musk is limited to 130 days of service per year, but his ambitious plans for bureaucratic reform are expected to extend well beyond his initial 6-month commitment. Under Musk's leadership, federal agencies have undergone significant overhauls, including the dismissal of tens of thousands of civil servants and the cancellation of numerous federal grants. However, these drastic measures have sparked mixed reactions, with polls showing divided public opinion. While President Trump has acknowledged Musk's busy schedule and hinted at his eventual return to business, the collaboration between Musk and the administration appears to be far from finished. Now, let's talk about the Cybertruck, Tesla's bold foray into the pickup truck market, which has been labeled one of the biggest flops in the auto industry. After more than a year on the market, the Cybertruck has sold only about 40,000 units, a far cry from Musk's prediction of 250,000 annual sales. Quality issues have plagued the vehicle, with 8 recalls in just 13 months, and its unconventional design has failed to resonate with traditional pickup truck buyers. Critics have compared its failure to infamous automotive disasters like the Ford Edsel. Additionally, the Cybertruck's size and compliance issues have limited its export potential, particularly in markets like China. Production costs are estimated at a staggering $900 million, and the base model's price has skyrocketed to over $82,000, far from the promised $39,900. Reviews have also highlighted its inability to meet the practical needs of pickup truck users. It's a tough road ahead for Tesla's Cybertruck, which seems to have missed the mark on consumer expectations. Shifting gears to international news, Germany is funding Ukraine's access to Eutelsat's satellite internet service as an alternative to Elon Musk's Starlink. Eutelsat's CEO confirmed that the service has been operational in Ukraine for about a year, with fewer than 1,000 terminals currently in use. However, plans are underway to increase this number to between 5,000 and 10,000. This move comes amid growing concerns in Europe about reliance on Starlink, especially given the US administration's shifting stance on Ukraine. Eutelsat's OneWeb division is competing with Starlink to provide high-speed internet via low Earth orbit satellites, and the European Commission is exploring ways to fund Ukraine's access to EU-based providers. With geopolitical tensions rising, the push for alternative satellite internet options is gaining momentum. In Silicon Valley, a culture of fear is emerging around criticism of Elon Musk and his Department of Government Efficiency. Traditionally outspoken tech leaders are now hesitant to voice their concerns about Musk's aggressive approach to government reform. A tech founder, speaking anonymously, revealed that many in the industry privately agree with the criticisms, but are too afraid to speak out. This fear is tied to the political climate, where powerful investors and executives aligned with the Trump administration make dissent risky. While some tech leaders are questioning the long-term viability of DOGE's drastic measures, many remain cautious, hoping for a safer moment to express their dissent. Finally, let's discuss the European Union's escalating scrutiny of Elon Musk's social media platform, X. EU regulators are preparing to impose fines exceeding $1 billion for violations of the Digital Services Act, aimed at combating illicit content and disinformation. These penalties, expected to be announced this summer, could also include demands for operational changes. The investigation into X began in 2023 and has highlighted issues with the platform's handling of user-generated content, including illegal hate speech. While X could potentially reach a settlement by agreeing to implement changes, the situation underscores the increasing regulatory pressure on social media platforms worldwide. This case also reflects broader tensions between the EU and the US, particularly given Musk's close ties to the Trump administration. That wraps up today's episode of the Elon Daily News. Remember, links to all the stories we covered can be found in the episode notes. As always, the content shared here reflects news items from public media and does not represent our opinions. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.